Hello everyone and welcome back to the Back to Life Center. Hello. Hang on. Scientists around the world are competing for the coveted new Crafty Creations prize. Your state-of-the-art extinct research lab has everything you need to put your and your animal's best feet forward. If you create 3 different animals of exceptional quality, you win the prize and a $7,500 reward. Okay. I can do that. Well, I'm in the middle of talking, so, yeah, so we're definitely focused on, getting those as well, because we already have 2 species that we are working on at the moment. We are trying to get the Quagga and the bluebuck, enclosure at the moment all set up, and I'm gonna try and maybe put a few guest things down. Those crates have our bluebuck in at the moment. I'm gonna create maybe 2 more, and then we're gonna try and get the rest of the Quagga fossils to be able to finish that, so let's go ahead. Oh, whoops. Alright, so that trick where you go out is literally just to, if you're trying really hard to get, like, super animals for, like, a task or something, it's the best way to go ahead. There we go. And produce those animals without either wasting time having to wait for the little meter to fill back up, and also, stops you from creating, like, if you're about to make, like, one of the terrible you failed this animal creatures, like a butterfly or a killer penguin, worst case scenario, that would stop that from happening. So there we go, we've got our little baby blue bucks. I'm gonna make 1 more, and while I'm waiting for it to be ready to go again, I'm gonna go ahead. There we go. And pick up the fossils. Apparently I found something. I found banana. Alright, we'll give that to someone to eat. Maybe the dodos would like to play with that. Alright. We're getting quite a lot of different fossils. I don't know if there's anything in there that we can make relatively soon. We'll have to work on it. So let's give the banana to the dodos, and the extinct lab is ready for go. Wait, right. Well, we could, like, adopt any of these animals at any point in time, but I think it's more fun to limit ourselves just to what we can create. There we go. There we go, so that's all our blue bucks. I think we have two females and 2 males, so we've got quite a nice little ratio going on in there. That's a rock, I think. You can also quite quickly get around to see if there's any more fossils to pick up just by going on your map. Right. And I'm thinking I might actually get rid of these chickens, because they all just hate their lives. They're always really upset. There's so many of them, I can't blame them. They just poop. They poop and be sad. There we go. Let's see about maybe releasing some of them, shall we? Let's try and get their population down. I was trying to be clever about the science with these guys, and maybe we should just have the enclosure and say we have chickens in it as opposed to actively having chickens. We can check to see what's being donated to. Oh my goodness, the dodos are making so much money from donations. I think everything is making so much money from donations. Oh my goodness. We haven't got anything for the blue bucks yet, but that said, we haven't really got any, so that's fine. Now we've got nothing new we can make. If only the Civatherium was alive at the same time. Right. Well, I think, in that case, while we're waiting for, our paleontologist to dig up some more fossils, I'm gonna go ahead. And I really want to stick with the extinct theme rather than, I know, Some people don't like the look of like the original game stuff, but I quite like the theming of some of these things. Like look at that bench. Look at this bench. There we go. Definitely need some benches. People are really getting upset about the lack of those. It might be a good idea to have the arches in places, like here where this area ends and becomes the Labrie tar pit area. It's quite a nice little kind of segue into a new area of the park, I guess. And we could always change up the theme as well, because I mean, like I said, because I'm completely kind of changing the era each one is built as, I'm going to try and make that quite obvious. I mean, we'll see. When I actually get to doing it, we'll see. Okay. So we've got a couple of benches. I kind of want... Can I just filter it by extinct animals content? Yep, okay, I definitely want to research this play dig pit, even though I'm not quite ready to put it down. Yeah, get the restroom in as well. Maybe we could slip the restroom in here. And just delete that section of fence so people can actually get into it. Whoops. Okay, snack sand, is it worth it right now? I don't see anything wrong with maybe having somewhere you can buy like a pretzel or something, I don't know. Because I kind of wanted to maintain that level of theming throughout, like stick to using the extinct stuff. Oh, I definitely want to have this towards... I want to build a really big restaurant in the Ice Age area. Like right in the middle of it, and I definitely think having a entertainer stage over there is a good idea. Maybe I should just hire an entertainer now. I get a dinosaur. Dinosaur. They only come in green and blue, don't they? And these guys come in purple or red. Let's hire who is she? Sammy the Sabertooth. You keep everyone happy. Let's see. Let's have a think. I'm actually gonna build the this area, or at least start building this area as a separate thing. Just because it's one of those things I don't really have it set out quite clearly in my brain. And I think I need to kind of I say practice, kind of play around with it by myself for a little bit without the stress of filming. So when I'm filming, I feel like it all has to be perfect. It all has to go exceptionally well. Obviously, it doesn't usually go that way. There we go. That's a bit nicer. Having those trees kind of to break that up. Let's do a similar thing over here, especially towards and around this building here, just so it's a bit more separate from everything else. I'll work on a bit more complete, I guess, planting and stuff when I've actually got the other bits in. I don't want to just go crazy loco with putting loads of plants down on the other side when I don't even know what's going to be happening on the other side yet. Okay, so we got a couple of benches and stuff. There's still nowhere to eat, but it's fine. It'll be okay for now. So I'm going to have one more enclosure here, and this is going to loop around and come, like, onto our little museum area, I think. So this could be like, in itself, I want each area to kind of act like it could be its own zoo, with the exception of the last bit, which is just going to be a big long circuit. I don't know where you're going to get in and out of that area yet, probably from the tar pits kind of zone. Because then that restrains this to kind of being a mini zoo here, so this is its own mini zoo. This is its own mini zoo, and then everything else kind of ties it all together around it. Definitely a lot to do, and when I zoom out I think there's not as much space. Like I look at this and go, there's not much space there, and then when I actually think about it I'm like, oh actually I've got tons and tons of space to work with for making different enclosures. Oh, these guys. Alright, let's whack out our Alright, we need a way in here. I just realized that there's no way into the dum-de-dum, I'll get there in the end. The blue buck enclosure at the moment. At the moment, let's just maybe have this here. And I'll maybe look into how we can make this look a bit more complete and have its own like little staff entryway a bit later on. Come on. Okay, I see it, I just can't reach it. There we go. Is that everything in this enclosure? Yep, okay. Alright, let's go. Fossil time. Fossil time. I kind of want to play on the fact that this area isn't just like, I mean like the area, like the whole map is like an area of, archaeological importance. So I was thinking of maybe having our own area which is meant to be like, oh there's, a cave here that has some like really awesome cave paintings that we can't let people into because it has to be really specifically climate controlled, but we have a replica and you can walk through that little cave tunnel with all the paintings in it, and those are like replicas of like one of the chambers in the cave, something like that. I'm trying to be creative here, trying to think of all the bases. I just want to get all the quagga pieces. That's all I want. Oh! We're finding a lot of bush antlered deer pieces. I'm not sure where those guys are from. I think they're from Europe? My brain's telling me Europe. So I don't know if they'd be something that we would have in our megafauna area. As if it were up to me, I would try like really hard to somehow include every animal in the game. Like all of the Zoo Tycoon 2 Extinct Animals, expansion animals. But I don't think with the way that I've decided to lay it out, it's gonna work very well. Because some animals just don't fit in anywhere. Like there's a lot of big megafauna that is from places that aren't really covered. And I really do want to make sure the Land of the Giants, the big place with all the dinosaurs, is like exclusively dinosaurs without like... Alright, we can build the quagga fossil now apparently, so I'm just gonna try. The other one that I want is the giant camel, because that would be a really nice way to segue into building the Labrie tar pits area, because giant camels are one of the things that are found in the tar pits. And I'm trying to keep it to things that actually have been actively found there. Alright, I think our paleontologist might be on it. Yeah, the more our park gets built up, the more difficult it's actually going to be to dig up those fossils, so hopefully we get as much of them done before it's fully built as we can. Right. Let's get that quagga. You get it. I believe this goes. Yep, there we go. Still got it. Still got the old... We'll get there in the end. There we go. The old fossil building touch. Okie dokie, so we can now go ahead and try and make the best Quagga. The best Quagga we can. Gotta concentrate, so apologies for the silence. I actually didn't see what that was. There we go, our first perfect Quagga. Boop. There you are, hi! Oh my goodness, they've already grown up. Oh my goodness, our blue bucks already grew up. Hello. That didn't take long. So these guys are apparently longer lived. I actually had no idea you can actually pass down the super trait, so it's possible for them to like have whole generations of super animals. Oh, we've already got a new tree. I definitely want some more trees. I don't want to use the I don't want to use the savanna rocks because I think they're going to stand out a bit too much. Is that the protodons making all that noise? There we go. Or is that the animals eating? I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Come on. Give me that red oak breast. There we go. Oh yes! That adds just a little bit more to it. And then we could use the rain bushes, like some in between, just to stop it from looking empty in places. And I'm wondering if what I could do to create a bit of depth. I mean, how does that look? If I raise that up slightly. Not much different, to be honest. What about if I lowered it? I think lowering it looks better than raising it. Alright, so let's lower it. Smooth it out a wee bit. I want to see how it looks overall. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It'll do. Maybe I should keep it a bit empty around there. I don't know. I think I will actually. I think we'll leave it there with the plants for this area and just put in, there we go, just put in the rain bushes to add a little some into it. Keep the rest of it relatively open. And I think I will keep it flat. Yeah. Since we're gonna use more trees to cover up the back, like the back of the fence anyway. Maybe not the best enclosure that we've done so far for this area. I think it's the oat grass. I think the red oat grass kind of ruins it a bit. Maybe if we keep the color a bit more uniform. Yeah, I think it's better to keep it a bit more uniform without the like sudden striking reds and oranges. Alright, so let's complete that challenge. All we need is to do one more animal. Ah! So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and just make something random. Let's make a random Stoxorus. Oops. I just completely spaced out for a second. I wasn't paying attention to what that one was. You get there. Here we go. That's better. goodness, I don't like that it gets faster and faster too. Okay, and then we're gonna get a few extra guests visiting this month because of the publicity, and we get a bit of money out of it. That's what we want to hear. So I will keep you over here. You can wait. And with that, it's time to wrap it up for the day. I will think about maybe doing the starting the museum next time, the little entrance museum / cafe / gift shop, to get that started. Oh my goodness, I'm just so happy with how everything is turning out. Maybe I'll change this fence though. I don't know, I'll think about it, but hopefully you guys— oh, hello. Oh, I got another award. Woohoo! I love getting me some awards. Yeah, but hopefully, we'll make a bit of progress next time, and hopefully I'll make a bit of progress in between episodes, just to make things a bit more interesting. And as always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you for more next time. Bye-bye.